The gang's all here. Classic Radio Roundup. Channel 13 on your AM radio dial.
Well, we're still missing Nitro and Skeeter and Night Train. And where is that Night Train? I hear that fan slowing down when you key that thing. Yeah, it's going from, oh, pardon me, from 19 down, down, down.
Can't make watts if you don't have volts and amps.
Don't have enough volts. Don't have enough amps.
Can't make no watts.
Stop.
Whether it's high voltage and low amperage or low voltage and high amperage, you need something.
Yeah, you need something to make the math work. Yo, dude, it takes power to make power, dude. What's going on? Who's that out in the mobile? They call me the Ghost Rider. Why don't you the Ghost Rider? Come on. Hey, Ghost Rider. I hear you out there. How you doing? Good, good. What's your 20? I'm down here, 113 and 73. Copy on the 113 and 73. There's a bunch of us in there. I have good copy on you. Making it up this way, Spring Mount Ski area. I can, no doubt, no doubt. Me, this mobile, no doubt about it. I hear Ken out there from Harleysville. Coming up Horsham Road, yeah, you're making a trip too. Good to hear you on Classic Radio Roundup. Not everybody probably hear you, but this side does. I do. Ken running that HR 2510, I think. He needs that 2-pill in there, that 2-pill. Yeah, that would jump him up about 6 or 10 dB. He's working on it. You got a copy on him, Bagger? Yeah, barely, but I hear him. Maybe 3-pill. Yeah, I don't hear him at all. I hear that 214 or 217 or that other gentleman out there. Yep, 217. 10-4, Roger. Doing the best I can. That's all you can do. That's it, me and my 2-twat radio system. I heard him in there a couple weeks ago, man. He was coming in all sorts of good. He was out running a lady friend around or something. It sounded like he was having a pretty good time, too. Oh, yeah. It's working. I guess not. What's that, 44? You say something? Yeah, I said, is that any better than before a minute ago? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we're back on the Pierce Simpson. Yeah, that's a nicer sounding radio. Not by much, though. If you get that mic set the right way on that piano, it sounds good, too. 10-4. One of these days I'll get that there Titan 3 fixed.
Yeah, that might be a troublesome thing because they had notorious issues with finals and those.
10-4, yeah, I heard that before. They were PLL, right?
No, Titan 3 was not a PLL. That was made back in 1971, somewhere around in there.
All the way up to, I think, 73, 74. Oh, okay, it was Crystal.
Yeah, it was Tram's first solid-state base station. It replaced the Titan 2A. Looks identical to it pretty much, but it was completely solid state. But they had trouble with the finals in it. They had all kinds of trouble with them. So the Titan 4 came out and it was completely solid state except for the final, which was a tube.
Well, we run that thing from 72 all the way up to, I guess, 80s, and didn't have no problems with it. Didn't they have a PLL, like a D300 or something?
Yeah, the D300 is a Cobra 2000.
Oh, but it said Tram on it, right?
What's you saying? Tram 300 was what?
No, I thought a Tram D300 was the PLL, you know, basically a late, very late, like their last gasp.
The Tram D300 is basically a Cobra 142 chassis. That's all it is in a fancier box.
I copy that. Boy, they fetch a high dollar, though.
Well, that's because it's Tram's last radio, and because it's got the name Tram on it, they think it's nicer. I actually thought at one time that it was a Cobra 2000 chassis, but it's not. It's the 142 chassis, which is the single conversion one. It's not quite as good.
People just latched on them because you could open them up, I guess. But you could that with the Cobra as well. I mean, what would they do? 40 over and 40 under?
Well, I mean, it would do the same travel as the others. I mean, it's had the MB8719 chip in it. You know, it would go. 142, you can get a lot more out of that.
Well, this is like a D80 mobile. That was made by Cobra 140 GTL. Ain't that right, Bagger? 8719 as well?
And which radio was this?
The Tram D80 sideband mobile. That was the last sideband mobile they made. That's an 8719 as well, isn't it?
I thought all the Tram mobiles were Toshiba based.
No, the D80 was released at the same time the 300 was. It was the mobile counterpart. It's a 140 GTL inside.
Okay, because as I worked on the D42s, the D62s, I think it was a D64. They were, and of course their counterparts in the Browning line, the Browning Baron and all that, they were all Toshiba.
Hey. Yeah, a D80, I think, is an 8719. Beats me why they sell for such stupid prices, but they do. If you find one for less than $275, you're doing pretty good. I'd rather have the Cobra.
Well, it's the thing, you know, from a performance standpoint, it wouldn't be any different, but it's the name recognition. Nostalgia.
Now, when it comes to Tram mobiles, anything after the D62, I'm out. I won't even consider it. Down the Browning Baron, that was probably two of the best 40-channel sideband mobiles they ever made.
Yeah, they were good Toshiba radios.
One of these days I'll come across a Baron or a D62 that I can afford. I haven't seen many D62s out there for sale, but you see a lot of Barons on the bay.
Yeah, they're basically the same radio.
I picked up an LTD that was opened up with a switch on it.
LTD was a 23 channel.
Yeah, it got good reports, good audio reports. It's a heavy thing.
LTD was AM only, right? Oh, no. LTD was sideband. The SST was AM, I guess.
Yeah, heavy. A true brick.
God, figures. There's no information on the D80 and CB tricks, but it does list the PLL as the 8719, so you were right there, Hammer. That was their last hurrah, I guess. They dumped Toshiba in favor of Uniden.
Well, that was the same time they started making the 300. All originality left the radio for mass production. Chances are they bought the chassis a lot cheaper than they could mass produce it anyway. They were on hard times by the time the 300 came out. That was the last ditch to keep them in business.
Yep, and it didn't last long. I don't think they made very many of those 300s. I think I read somewhere only like 600 of them were made or something like that.
And the funny thing is, you sure see a lot of them up for sale. SSB, Lafayette SSB 140, isn't that the same radio, pretty much?
The SSB 140 is a PLO 2A radio.
Oh, okay, well that answered my question, because I wasn't for sure what 140 had, and I know they're good radios too. But, there was somebody on the forum the other day, I got kind of a chuckle. There's somebody on the board looking for a L1 can for a SBE Console 6. Good luck.
Console 6, huh?
Yeah, he's got a Console 6. And that is not a fun radio to try and find parts for. I had a parts Console 6 sitting here for a long time, and I finally sold it to somebody for parts. But they are just darn near impossible to find anything for. L1 can, you could probably pull a L1 can out of a Console 5 and it would work.
I don't know, they're not real similar.
Yeah, but if it's dead anyway, who cares? It's not going to be, there's not much prospect of finding anything to get that radio fixed. It was one of those radios that was nice in looks and principle and ideas, but performance fell in the trash can, basically.
Yeah, I was going to say, I actually like the Console 5 better.
Yeah, the 5 was actually a pretty good radio. after they started experiencing problems, and the radio's performance and reliability just degraded further after that. If you get an early production console 5, it's a really good radio.
Yeah, it is.
Revisiting my range gain 2 over here. Transmits on frequency, no audio out. There's hiss on the receiver, but I can't hear the signal generator. So we'll have to see where that leads me.
Sounds like you got a bad stage somewhere.
That's right. Again, there's life, so it's worth attacking.
Oh yeah.
I have a range gain 2, Imperial, and Imperial 2.
Nice. One of each.
A CR123B and a Formula 23.
And you used to have a 142.
Yeah, I used to. I'm gonna have to get another one, but I ain't getting the one with the hot cold meter. That thing is still up there.
The one with the temperature gauge. That's a laugh. Yeah, it's still there.
Still there. Like, must be over a year now.
You would think the guy would just give up and like take it to the back fence and put shots into it or something.
It's too funny.
Yeah, there were some other versions, I think. Allied might have put their name on one of those range gain type radios.
Yeah, and so did Olsen. I'd like to get a hold of one of the Olsen sidebander. I think there's a 1 and a 2.
I'll take the second Olsen twin.
Just say the Olsen twins. There we go.
And all the Metro Techs are Regency radios.
Which twin came first?
Doesn't really matter.
Olga Olsen came first.
Olga.
Olga's diner.
Yeah, down on Route 73.
Yeah, the Molten Circle.
God, they're about ready to level that place. Still standing though.
Oh, they're out of business now, huh?
They put a whole new interchange. They took out the circle and put an over-under. They put the express lanes over. Like, they do that a lot in Florida now, too.
No, but Olga's is still there, isn't it?
It's not open. They used the building as a construction office to build the interchange.
Not that. We beat that junk. Okay, I thought the restaurant was still open. Did they relocate or did they just close up shop?
I don't know. That's a good question. I just looked at the sign because it was a big, nice stainless steel sign with red plexiglass, and they looked like they shot it with shotguns.
Yeah, some jackasses always gotta do that.
Well, signs are fun to throw, you know, you throw rocks at signs.
Sign, everywhere, sign.
We're doing a glass sign, glass front, tempered glass, at a pharmaceutical plant, and they wanted to put river rocks in front of the sign. I was like, that's not a good idea.
River rocks.
Yeah, any kind of rock, any kind of hand grenade shaped rock in front of a glass, they wanted a tempered glass sign with LEDs behind it. That's just, you're asking for, like, you know, pick up the rock and you look at the glass and your kid's standing there in the field and you're like, what do I do with this rock? Look at that glass over there.
Yeah, right.
I found some fun things in signs over the years. Pool cue, and a time and temperature sign with the old light bulbs. And the pool cue ball fit right inside the little grid where the light bulbs were. And then I was outside of a bowling alley, a big hole in the sign, and lo and behold, what do you think was in the sign in front of the bowling alley?
A bowling ball.
That's right!
Somebody had a bad night.
Yeah, now, we've never ever thrown a beer bottle at a sign, any of us, never, right?